Most people hear cleaning business that runs without you, and they immediately think apps, software, automations, dashboards, all that stuff. And I'm here to tell you that is not what makes this work. Softwares can help, but software does not run your business. People run your business. Standards run your business. Clear systems run this business. And if you want to start a successful cleaning business, a very profitable cleaning business on the side without it ever becoming a second job, then there are 3 systems, simple systems that you absolutely need to plug in from day one so you can run this entire business without you ever necessarily needing to be there once it's set up properly. And I'm deathly serious when I tell you, if you're missing just one of these, guess who becomes the system? You. If you're new here, my name is Mike Mack, and for the last decade plus, I've been building cleaning businesses. And I'm currently on my 3rd cleaning company in a brand new state. My family just moved to another state. Guess what? Started my 3rd cleaning company. And over the last 6 years, I've been helping hundreds of people build their own high-ticket cleaning businesses. Businesses that they don't need a vacation from. Now, my videos show you how to do just that. Okay, so now before we get into the 3 systems and how to implement them, how to get started, I want to make sure we're on the same page about something. I want to make sure we're on the same page about what a system actually is, because a lot of people hear system, and like I said earlier, they think software. They picture dashboards, a stack of apps, AI agents to plug in everywhere. Some kind of complicated setup that runs everything automatically while they can just kick back on the beach. Meanwhile, back here in reality, that is not what I mean. A system to me is so much simpler than that. To me, it's a series of preventative measures. It says if a bad thing happens, this good thing happens next. So that bad thing doesn't ultimately lead to me becoming the person who has to answer the phone. Okay, that is so messy. Point is inputs lead to outputs, lead to desired result. Is that better? If it wasn't, don't worry. The systems are going to make a whole lot of sense. But let me just state it plainly. One more shot. The simpler your systems, the less software you actually need. Now, there's a lot of software out there, and ultimately, I just think it makes it really clunky. And then the simple software actually that I like, it makes it to where you need like 10 different subscriptions to run one business. Now, the goal is not a tech stack. The goal is clarity. Clear process, clear standards, clear next steps when something goes wrong. When you have that, you do not have to be there to make everything work. So let's start with the most important system that you're going to need. System 1, how to get the right clients consistently coming to you. And this system, mark my words, matters more than any other. And that's because the type of client you attract determines how simple or how complicated this business becomes. The wrong clients can make a simple business feel like a never-ending bad dentist appointment. I'm serious. Now, I've had plenty of the wrong clients over the last decade, as you could probably imagine. And to put it mildly, they are no picnic. And honestly, stated more plainly, I avoid them like the plague. But then there are the high-ticket commercial clients. Now, these are great clients. And that's because they're not concerned with getting the cheaper bid. So your margins are going to be good. They value professionalism. They value consistency. They value a company that communicates and doesn't make them think twice about their cleaning. Like, that's our job. So when you attract that type of client, everything downstream gets easier. So the system is not about chasing random leads. It's about building something that is going to make the right clients raise their hand and say, you know what, I want to work with you. Now, there are many ways out there to do it, but if you're not new here, you know my way is direct mail. And what I do is I build a list of these right types of clients, and then I market to them. I mail to that list consistency, no matter what. Direct mail goes out, walkthrough requests come in, clients sign on the dotted line. Essentially, X happens, I get Y result. And I follow that every time. That's what makes it powerful. That's what makes it a system. Now, as far as what makes it magical, what actually works is I'm able to speak to their pain. I'm able to get them to understand why they need to call me, why my company's professional, why we're different. And the way you do that is just make it about them. Everything needs to be about them. If it's about you, you lose. If you're just punching everything into AI, you're going to sound like everyone else. Put some effort in here. If you do that, the hardest work, sharpen your axe on your messaging, you'll go so much further that way. Now, you don't have to use direct mail. I would just advise pick a method that doesn't have you chasing people. Pick a method where you don't have to be the person doing all of the volume, knocking on all the doors, calling all the people. No, do something where you could establish a situation where you have maybe someone sending out your mail and then people are attracted and they end up calling you. You pick up the phone, book the walkthrough, get the client, move on to the next. That's a system. And that is a great client attraction system. Just you having that system is going to put you ahead of so many other people who are out there just winging it. Okay, so now that we have our client attraction system, or at least you have the process for building your client attraction system, who's going to clean the offices? I sure hope it's not you. But that's not going to be determined by anything other than system number 2. See, system 2 is building your cleaner recruiting bench. And this one is the system that keeps you out of the work entirely. Here's the honest truth about what happens when people skip this, because I've never heard anyone else talk about it. You land your first contract, you're really excited, and then you're going to panic about who's actually going to clean it. So you end up hiring the first person who seems quasi-decent. And when that person doesn't work out, or they flat out no-show you, or they call out sick, there's no one else. And so what's going to happen is you're going to end up cleaning it yourself. And just like that, this business that's supposed to be bringing you freedom instead just becomes a second job. But we want to avoid that, and this is exactly how we do it. I want you to think about it like this is a sports team. Don't worry if you don't understand sports. I promise you'll get the analogy. You don't only just keep the players who are starting, you also keep a bench, because when one of your starters goes down, you eventually are going to need someone else to step up. So you bring in the next person, fresh, eager, ready to go. And the operation does not skip a beat. That's exactly what your cleaner bench does. Now, this is going to sound extreme, but I want more cleaners than I know what to do with. I want more than I could possibly hire, because that bench is what guarantees I never have to go out and do the cleaning. It makes sure I'm not the backup plan. And that is something completely different than how I did it in the early days. And because of it, it's completely changed how I hire. See, I don't look for cleaners. I look for excellent people who happen to be available part-time. People who would be applying at a clothing store or let's say a box retailer. People who are responsible, reliable, and take pride in whatever they do. And from there, I'm teaching someone who is already excellent how to clean, which is super easy. If I did it the opposite way, which is I'm only looking for people with cleaning experience, and then I'm teaching them how to be reliable, or I'm teaching them how to care about the job and care about what they do, again, it's what everyone does, and it doesn't work, unfortunately. It stinks, but it doesn't. So what does this actually look like in practice? It just comes down to you can't be afraid to recruit ahead, right? Recruit more than you need. Get people excited to work with you. Even if you don't have an account for them yet, you could just tell them, hey, listen, I don't have anything yet in your area, but I'm working on it. That could turn around in a week. And when it does, you're 100% going to be our first call. And now to be very clear, let me answer the question. How many people are actually going to stick around? Well, the goal is not 100% of people. You're not going to have 100% of people you talk to who are going to be waiting forever for you to land that location. The goal here is to retain at least 50%. So out of 10 people you talk to, you got 5 people hanging out 4 to 6 weeks later. And that's powerful because if you land that office contract, and you bring on 2 cleaners and one of them doesn't make it, instead of, again, you being the backup plan, now you get to call on your bench and now you get to pick someone off that bench ready to go. And guess what? The system hums and then you keep it going. That is how you build this company where you have security mentally. That's how you can never need a vacation from it, but you can actually go on vacation when you want to go on vacation. And now with these 2 systems in place, well, guess what? You have 2/3 of what makes a high ticket cleaning business both extremely profitable and really simple to run. See, system number 3 is how to keep this entire operation running. Now, getting clients and rockstar cleaners, that's amazing, but that's not the finish line. That's the starting line. And this is where a lot of new owners get pulled back into the business. See, a cleaner has a question, a client has a concern, a supply runs low, and because there is no system for any of it, every small thing becomes an owner emergency. The goal is not a business with no problems. That doesn't exist. The goal is a business where every problem doesn't become your personal emergency at 6 p.m. in the evening when you're trying to sit down and enjoy some dinner with your family. So here's a clear picture of what system number 3 looks like in real time. It's a clear scope of work from day one. A part-time manager who was a former cleaner, you now upgrade them to manager, and you give them a clear understanding of what is expected if a cleaner no-shows, if a client has a problem, if a supply is running low, whatever is going on, you want to put something in place to make sure they know what to do so you don't get sucked back into doing the cleaning yourself. Look, my chief goal in life isn't to be the Jeff Bezos of cleaning businesses. I just want to build another successful cleaning company with as few clients, with as few headaches as possible, at the same time as much profit as possible. Essentially, less clients who pay more. That is what a high-ticket commercial cleaning business with systems dialed in actually gives you. Simple engine, running clean, where I can focus on growth and not fires. So here's what I want you to take away from this. If you build this business around yourself, well, then it's going to become yet another job. But if you build it on systems, then you actually get to become the owner. The business doesn't need you on standby every single day for every single account. Instead, it just needs a client system that brings in the right people consistently. It needs a cleaner bench system that never has you without coverage. And it needs a simple operation system that a couple of part-time people could follow to make sure you're not the one getting the call when a mop stick breaks randomly. And that, my friend, is the difference. That is how you can build this business without you ever needing to be present once you're set up. So if you want help building all 3 of these systems in your business from day one, even if you have 0 experience, book a call, talk with my team. See how we can help you build this thing. We'll walk you through every step of the process, see if we're a fit to work together. If not, if you'd rather watch this video right here for now to get a better understanding of what this looks like, watch this video right here. I'm already waiting for you.